Friends or Enemies by Cindy, Alyssa, and Ocean. Chapter 16. Cindy and Robot Alpha used an overdrive battery to repair the damage, which was caused by Lady Un. All should have been cleared up and safe to get a good night's rest. Should have been, but wasn't. More company arrived, and unlike Lady Un, they did not need to smash anything to gain entry. Just a command for their device to open the game.
This was a stupid idea coming here. You know, time runs differently than on our galaxy, right?
Shut your big mouth, Grogu. Do you want us getting discovered?
Calm down, she just has to say the word, and we'll be out of here before those numbskulls can blink.
Which is the only useful thing she ever could do.
What? I've done a lot for you. I'm your #1 fan. I stood up for you when certain people who will remain nameless hated you.
And you promised me that you could get those people to like me? Not that I cared about that, but I thought they could be far more useful to me in terms of the Force. So I put up with the indignity of you making me out to be a big sissy nice guy for them. You don't know how much I hated that.
I tried to make Ocean feel sorry for you, so she'd do what you wanted. I tried over and over. She just wouldn't listen.
I humored you. I went along with your mushy role plays because you guaranteed me Ocean would be mine if we both tugged at her heartstrings enough over my suit and my pain. But she is not a kidult. You are.
So what? You understand me? You accept me for who I am? I know you love me. I can feel it.
For someone so good at manipulating other people, you are still so naive. Yes, I accept you for who you are. That's why I'm leaving you for Lady Un. You are so wrapped up in getting everyone to baby you. I have much loftier ambitions. I share those with Lady Un. We want to conquer people, not have them sit around flattering us all day long.
You told me I got the approval of Lord Sidious during lightsaber training, so wherever you go, I can go. If you handed me a lightsaber and Ocean was standing right in front of me, I'd put the blade at her throat and terrorize her, and then I'd kill her. You role-played all these torture scenes against her with me. Remember?
I didn't do that to please you. I did it for myself. It was a refreshing change seeing you hate her as much as I do, and I got to undo the humiliation you put me through when I had to suck up to her and try getting her to like me for you. You failed me. You did not get her to love me, so I have no chance at using her for my purposes. Now you are as useless to me as she is. She can never be controlled by me, and you are a child in a woman's body. Grogu is more than enough baby for me to handle.
I don't understand. You were sorry for me when I cried to Ocean or anyone else about mean people online. You called me this poor dear sweet child. You called me sweet. You said I was dear. So you're not making any sense now.
That's right. You don't understand, child. You were a fun experiment, and I had some hope for you at first. But Lady Un has a history of exterminating people, and she was efficient at it. That's something I could never expect from Ocean because of her disgusting principles, and you are so focused on yourself and your toys that you'd be no good on a serious venture.
Nothing quite like a front-row seat to a catfight between a couple of manipulative, self-absorbed freaks. You have some nerve showing up here, and don't think for a moment you'll get with Lady Un anytime soon, Invader.
Who are you, and why are you here?
I'm Carmen Winstead, the one you screamed at, accusing me of starting that stupid sewer girl hoax, remember? Oh, I've been wanting to give it to you straight ever since.
What are you babbling about, young one?
Oh, that's right, Vader. You spent so much time being an adversary that you lost count. Never mind, you'll know what I'm talking about when the others get hold of you.
I told you coming here now was a stupid idea. Now look what you've done.
Don't blame me for making all that noise. If Miranda had kept her mouth shut instead of groveling to me like a pathetic peon, well, now it's time to get rid of you. And Carmen, you're next. Lady Un, so good of you to arrive in time to help me extinguish this vermin. You take the hoaxer, I'll finish the middle-aged spoiled woman child myself.
It was Queen Galhilda.
You are under arrest, sir, for threatening human life, and I am not Lady Un.
Anakin Vader suddenly dropped his lightsaber and pulled out his blaster.
Oh no, you don't.
An unseen someone was heard, and Vader was having trouble maintaining hold on the gun. But he managed to fire off a shot that hit Queen Galhilda in the shoulder. She staggered, then retreated, looking frightened. Blood began streaming out of the wound. Carmen ran from the vicinity, screaming for help. Vader turned his attention back to Miranda.
I hated being babied and condescended to by you. I despise every time I played the poor suffering nice guy to indulge your fantasies. Ocean is right about me. I have killed and tortured many people. I did it over and over, so what's one or a few more bodies? You must pay for dumbing me down like this. It should be easy enough to choke you since you believe so hard in the Force. You liked when I choked other people. You wanted up close and personal with me. Now you get your wish.
Miranda began crying as the realization of her Star Wars idol preparing to kill her set in. She got no help from Grogu or her action figure Luke doll, who just stood there looking on. Their faces showed more interest than empathy. Anakin Darth Vader glared at Miranda for a long time. Nothing happened. No signs of Miranda struggling to breathe. No face turning color. Nothing. This made Vader even more perturbed.
What is the matter with this stupid place? Come on, Force. Do your job.
If Vader couldn't choke Miranda with his mind,
Fine. I'll do it hands-on.
no sooner had Anakin Vader taken a step and began reaching for Miranda. An order was given.
Alexa, stop.
Miranda disappeared, leaving Anakin Darth Vader, Baby Yoda Grogu, and her Luke Skywalker doll in the Vortex. But it had not been Miranda who gave the order for her to exit. It was the same mysterious entity who had stopped Vader from killing Queen Gilhilda.
Criffing Farkles, let's get out of here. Alexa, stop.
But Anakin Vader had no access to Miranda's Amazon account without her. So nothing happened.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Shut up, you brat. Lady Un is going to pay for calling on me to rescue her. What a joke that turned out to be.
While the intruders were stewing in the problem they got into thanks to Miranda, Queen Gilhilda was taken to the medical section where Robot Death put her under local anesthesia, equipped herself with the medical tools needed, and got to work repairing the shoulder wound. Vader's blaster shot had missed the bone, but damaged some flesh and muscle. Soon, the news about what happened reached everyone on the Vortex, and when they found those nasty Star Wars characters, there would be consequences for those characters. They remained in an empty room on the passenger deck, going quiet whenever they heard people coming close. But it was the two Furbies who sniffed them out first, even from behind the closed door. The Furbies did not speak out loud to each other when finding the Star Wars characters. Ikeely's plan was to wait outside the door for Elizabeth to go get the others and meet her where she was waiting. She communicated this message to Elizabeth in a high-frequency electronic signal language that humans rarely hear and can only sometimes make out as very soft pitches. The Star Wars characters either didn't notice or thought it was just ship or droid sounds in the distance. Elizabeth scurried off to find the others, leaving Ikeely to wait for them. The first person Elizabeth ran into was Ocean.
Let's go get the others. There is Star Wars stench contaminating this ship, and I know where it is.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I wish I was. On the other hand, I would never do something as mean as kid you about something like this. I'm sure they are behind Queen Gilhilda's injury.
Hey, you two.
Robot Alpha, you're just the one we need. Star Wars vermin has entered the ship somehow, and they are armed. One of them shot Queen Gilhilda.
Well, Captain Ocean, shall we go disarm them?
We have to find them first.
I'll take you right to where they are hiding. Ikeely is already there, and she says we should all come as quietly as possible and set upon them all at once. There are at least 2 of them.
Elizabeth led Robot Alpha and Ocean to where Ikeely was stationed outside the closed door to the room, concealing the Star Wars characters. The Furbies looked at each other, making gestures, expressions, and more electronic communications not for humans to understand. Then Ikeely set off to alert the next group of people and bring them back. Without Miranda, the Star Wars group found it much easier to stay quiet and were laying low until they thought they could make a break for it. The Furbies took turns gathering everyone except, of course, Queen Gilhilda and Robot Death. Carmen and Pippi said they couldn't come right away because they needed to retrieve a certain log if Vader was among the Star Wars characters who showed up, and Pippi was quite certain he was.
Hey.
Tina picked up Bloody Mary.
Thought this would get you there faster.
All right, you two. You better be quieter than mice by the time we get there.
Once everyone had arrived, all fell behind Robot Alpha, who would be first to confront the Star Wars group. Captain Flint and Queen Lillian were ready to block the entrance once Alpha got in, so no enemy could escape. The plan was not to kill the enemy, but disarm them. Robot Alpha shot Vader's blaster out of his grip.
Ha ha ha! Missed me, you ugly, stupid droid.
But that smug laughter soon turned to angry panic when Alpha shot Anakin Vader's precious lightsaber in pieces with his own superior weapon.
Take that, you alien.
No! Not my lightsaber! How could you, you stupid, stupid pile of metal and bolts! I put a lot of force in that thing!
Your force is as useless against me as your wimpy insults. I'm taking you where you can't cause any more trouble.
I'll kill Lady Anne for this. She should not have conned me into coming to rescue her. Lady Anne, you'll pay for this! I'll use the Force! May the Force be with me.
The Force is an enormous farce, and Lady Un can't hear you blithering like the insufferable idiot you are, so you might as well save your breath and your energy and shut up.
Try as he might, the Star Wars Dark Lord could do nothing but cry. Struggling against Robot Alpha was like fighting a tank. Vader finally met his match and was safely shut in, not close enough to communicate with Lady Un. By the time Alpha returned to the rest of the group, Pippi and Carmen had joined them, and Captain Flint had a firm hold on Grogu, while Queen Lillian held the animated Luke Skywalker doll. Only Grogu kept mouthing off.
It's really not fair. All you freaks and losers are gonna reckon with the Force, and you'll be sorry. You stupid, farkling, cribbing, pathetic, worthless vermin. I'll use the Force and put the lightsaber back together, and I'll kill you all.
Enough, you brat. You and your friends are in enough trouble as it is.
I'd listen to her if I was you. She doesn't take crap from anyone.
Oh, did you get in trouble with her before? That would be entertaining to see.
No. But you'll be in deep trouble, Skywanker.
Stop staring at me like that, you weird, ugly freak. And if you're trying to sound scary, you just sound depressed.
Well, excuse me for living. Skywanker, is this any better? No, you don't have to answer that.
Shut up, Luke. Mary has every right to warn you.
You're already in trouble, especially with me.
You too, Grogu brat. You issued a death threat, and that's a crime.
Ikely's fur stood on end, tail wagging furiously from side to side, and she was baring her teeth by the end of that statement.
Yes, let's put these pint-sized star wackos somewhere safe, in separate locations.
So the group separated. Queen Lillian put Grogu in one supply locker, Captain Flint put Luke in another. They went to unwind while awaiting news from Robot Death about Queen Galhilda's condition.